What's up, Digital Money Mastery family? Welcome to your Thursday deep dive where we analyze Bitcoin and the top 5 cryptocurrencies. I'm Michael Jones, and today we're breaking down everything happening with Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, and Solana as we close out 2025 and head into 2026. This week has been wild. Bitcoin just touched $90,000 yesterday amid thin liquidity. Long-term holders are still taking profits, and we're seeing some very interesting divergences between Bitcoin and altcoins. XRP and Solana ETFs are recording massive inflows, while Bitcoin and Ethereum see outflows. What does this mean for 2026? So smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive into the top cryptocurrencies right now. Let's go. Photorealistic 3D Bitcoin coin rotates over deep black with gold rim glints and subtle data glyphs orbiting. Alright fam, let's start with the king. Bitcoin, current Bitcoin status, price, 87,125 as of December 30th, 24-hour change, 0.02%, recent high, touched $90,200 on Sunday, current status, range-bound consolidation, year performance, closed December 2025 at $93,229. What just happened? Bitcoin briefly climbed above $90,000 on Sunday, amid extremely thin holiday liquidity. Analysts say this move was mostly technical, not driven by new fundamentals. It's what we call a liquidity squeeze, where thin order books allow small buying to push prices up rapidly. But here's what's really happening underneath. The long-term holder sell-off continues. According to CoinDesk, long-term Bitcoin holders, people who've held for years, are still taking profits. The Chicago PMI just flashed its lowest reading since May, signaling economic slowdown concerns. This is making some early adopters cash out. Bitcoin ETF outflows. Last week, Bitcoin investment products saw $443 million in outflows. This brings total outflows since the October 10th crash to $3.2 billion. But, and this is crucial, year-to-date inflows remain robust at $46.3 billion. So yes, there's short-term selling, but the big picture shows massive institutional adoption throughout 2025-2026. Why Bitcoin is down? Several factors are weighing on BTC. 1. Profit-taking, up 117% in 2024, many investors are locking in gains. 2. Macroeconomic uncertainty. Fed signaled it will pause rate cuts until at least March 2026. 3. Holiday season, low volumes and reduced market participation. 4. Trump inauguration approaching. Markets waiting for clarity on policies, January 20th, 2026. The technical picture. Support levels, $87,000. Current level, holding, $85,000. Critical support, $80,000. Must hold level for bull case. Resistance levels, $90,000, immediate barrier, $92,000, $93,000, strong resistance zone, $100,000, psychological barrier. What analysts are saying, Joe Carlasare from Amundsen Davis told CoinDesk, the market exceeded expectations in 2024, but signs of exhaustion signaled the need for consolidation. But he's optimistic for 2026, Bitcoin's adoption continues to grow. If the US avoids a significant growth slowdown, Bitcoin should perform well, though the ride may be bumpier than in 2024. My Bitcoin take. This is healthy consolidation. Bitcoin needs to digest the massive 2025 gains before the next leg up. The fact that it's holding above 85K while institutions pause but don't exit, that's bullish long-term. Q1 2026 will be choppy, but Q2 could be explosive. Now let's talk Ethereum, and it's having a tough time right now. $2,132, struggling around $3,000, 0.06%, fighting to hold the 3K psychological level. 59.5 million in outflows last week. Ethereum is down 17% from its December highs and still hasn't surpassed its 2020 tabernacle. Try to gumbrig, o boy tambay, sanden rougher boy. For its 4,120 values. While Bitcoin is down 31% from its all-time high, ETH's relative weakness is concerning bulls. Several headwinds are hitting ETH. 1. Lower activity, lower fee burns, some less deflationary pressure. 2. Investors prefer Bitcoin ETFs. 3. Ironically, Ethereum's success, Layer 2's, is cannibalizing Layer 1 activity. 4. This is a major disadvantage versus holding ETH directly. Despite the criticism, Ethereum still dominates, expected to rise to 85% in 2026. Most developer activity in crypto, Ethereum Layer 2 is exploding, recently hit nearly 5 BTVL, DeFi backbone with over $140 billion locked. Ethereum is forming what analysts call a risky pattern. $2,900 must hold. $3,300 needs to break decisively. Below $2,800, very bearish. According to 10x Research, ETH funding rate went up by 3.4% last week to 6.9%. Rising funding rates during consolidation often precede breakouts. Either direction could test $2,800 or break $3,300, $4,000, $6,000 if catalysts align. Ethereum is at a critical juncture. The $3,000 level is key. If it breaks below $2,900, we could see $2,800 or lower. But if it breaks above $3,300 with volume, altcoin season could officially begin. Watch this level closely. Now let's talk about XRP, and this is where things get interesting. Current XRP status, price, 186, 190, 24-hour change, 0.17%, performance, holding relatively strong versus BTC and ETH, ETF, status, massive inflows while BTC, ETH, see outflows, the big XRP news. While Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs are bleeding money, XRP investment products are recording their largest weekly inflows since inception. This is a huge divergence and signals something important. Why XRP is outperforming? Several catalysts are driving XRP's strength. 1. XRP ETF approvals, multiple applications under review with high approval odds. 2. Institutional adoption, US retirement funds are flowing into XRP algorithmic trading. 3. SEC case. Clarity improved legal outlook boost confidence. 4. Wrapped XRP, WXRP, cross-chain integration expanding XRP utility. 5. RLUSD, stablecoin, Ripple's stablecoin adding ecosystem value. The supply shock potential. Analysts are predicting that XRP ETF approval could trigger a supply shock. Why? Because XRP has a fixed maximum supply. Institutional demand through ETFs could absorb available supply fast. Retail FOMO would compound the effect. Some analysts are predicting XRP could surge 350% in the short term following ETF launch. Technical analysis, XRP is trading in a relatively tight range. Support, 180-185, resistance, 2.00, psychological barrier. Breakout target, 2.45 to 2.56, if 2 points wider breaks. RSI, around 38, weakening momentum but not oversold. Price predictions, short term, Q1 2026, 2.0, 2.45 2026, target 4.00 plus, consensus among analysts. Bullish case, $7 to $12 if ETF approved and adoption accelerates. My XRP take. XRP is the altcoin leader right now. The ETF inflows while BTC ETH outflows tells you smart money is positioning. The 2.0 level is critical. Break above that with volume and we're likely heading to $2 by the $3 quickly. Next up is BNB, Binance Coin, and it's holding up surprisingly well. Current BNB status, price, $853.94, 24-hour change, 0.94%, market cap, $115+ billion, status, outperforming most altcoins. Why BNB matters? BNB isn't just an exchange token anymore. It powers the entire BNB chain ecosystem. High speed, low-cost transactions, thousands of dApps deployed, major competitor to Ethereum, growing DeFi and GameFi ecosystem. CZ's 2026 vision, Changpeng Zhao, CZ, recently laid out his 2026 focus in a post-inauguration statement. 1. BNB chain development, continued infrastructure improvements. 2. Stablecoin 2.0, next-generation stablecoin features. 3. Prediction markets, integration of prediction market protocols. 4. AI agents, AI-powered trading, and DeFi agents. This shows Binance is not slowing down despite regulatory challenges. The Maxwell upgrade. BNB recently implemented the Maxwell upgrade, which accelerated block times, improved scalability, enhanced smart contract capabilities. Technical setup, support, $850, current level holding well. Resistance, $950, breakout target 1,000 plus. If market sentiment improves, risks to consider. Centralization concerns. Binance controls most of the network. Regulatory scrutiny in multiple jurisdictions. Success tied to Binance exchange performance. Price predictions, 2026, target, $1,500. Bullish case, $2,000 plus, if crypto bull market continues. My BNB take. BNB is a solid hold if you believe in Binance's long-term success. The regular token burns create deflationary pressure, and the ecosystem is genuinely growing. But manage your risk, don't put everything in BNB. Last but not least, let's talk Solana, the ultimate high-risk, high-reward play. 123.49, 0.14%, over 50% from January 2025 high of $294, showing relative strength versus Bitcoin lately. Here's what's interesting, while Solana's price is down 50%, the ecosystem fundamentals are thriving. 1. Revolutionary consensus mechanism upgrade. Voter finalizes blocks in 100-150 milliseconds. Rotor, more efficient data relay protocol, could make Solana even faster. 1. Solana investment products recording largest inflows, alongside XRP 2. Institutional interest growing. 3. Solana DEX revenue is approaching Ethereum levels. 4. Platforms like Sol staking seeing institutional interest. The SOL BTC ratio is UP 0.35% today, showing relative strength. When altcoins start outperforming Bitcoin, it's often a signal that capital rotation is beginning. 121, 125s holding currently. $117, if lost, could see $100. $145, $150, $175, $200. Fastest blockchain, $65,000 TPS. Lowest transaction costs. Growing institutional interest. ETF speculation building. Developer activity increasing. Network stability concerns. History of outages. Centralization issues. Large VC token unlocks ahead. Competition from Ethereum layer 2s. $180, $250, $500. VanEck target at cycle peak. 590 plus, if ETF approved. Solana is the high-risk, high-reward play in the top 5. The technology is impressive, the ecosystem is growing, but the volatility is real. If you're bullish, watch the $145 level, break above that, and we could see 175 plus quickly. Alright fam, let's talk strategy as we head into 2026. The current market setup, we're in what 10x research calls an increasingly fragile market state, implied volatility shrinking, funding rates rising, leverage still elevated, trading volumes dropping, holiday season. ETF flows, stablecoin activity, and futures positioning no longer aligned. This creates conditions where even small price moves could lead to larger changes in how investors allocate their funds. The divergent story. The biggest story right now is the divergence. Bitcoin and Ethereum seeing outflows consolidating, XRP and Solana seeing massive inflows showing strength. This tells us that smart money is rotating from BTC, ETH into select altcoins. This is often how altcoin seasons begin. What to watch? 1. Bitcoin 90K level. If BTC breaks and holds above 90K, bullish signal for entire market. 2. Ethereum $3,000. ETH must hold 3K. Break below is bearish. Break above $3,300 is very bullish. 3. XRP 2.0. Breaking this level opens door to $2,300. 4. Solana 145. Resistance level. Break could trigger rally to 175 plus. 5. Trump inauguration, January 20th, 2026. Markets are waiting for policy clarity. Could be major catalyst. Portfolio strategy, conservative allocation, 50% Bitcoin, 25% Ethereum, 15% XRP, 10% BNB or SOL moderate allocation, 40% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum, 20% XRP, 10% Solana, 10% BNB. Aggressive allocation, 30% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum, 25% XRP, 15% Solana, 10% BNB.
This content is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile and involve substantial risk of loss. Always conduct your own research and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions.